Mary Hamilton, the founding owner and director of Camp Tanamakoon, was one of several outstanding female pioneers of camping in Ontario. No obstacle or challenge deterred her from her vision to establish a girls' camp in the wilds of Algonquin Park, at the time accessible only by rail, hiking trail, or canoe. Even before she began, the park superintendent warned her that several camp ventures in the park had failed because of the difficulties of getting supplies, equipment, and workers to such a remote location. Nevertheless, in late summer 1924, Mary Hamilton chose her camp's location on what was then called White Lake. Before leaving the park to return to her full-time position on staff at the Margaret Eaton School, she staked out the site for her main building. Back in Toronto, she secured her financing, hired an architect, and began construction on the lodge that fall. The lodge, which consisted of a main room dominated by a stone fireplace, a screened room with tables and chairs for dining, and an adjoining kitchen, was ready when her first group of 35 campers and 10 counselors arrived to begin the great adventure on July 6, 1925. Her beautiful building still stands today, overlooking Lake Tanamakoon and the Channel. For 100 years, campers and counselors have gathered there for morning assemblies, music nights, rainy day programs, and Sunday night counselor parties to sing favorite camp songs by fire and candlelight. We are indebted to Mary G. Hamilton for her vision, perseverance, and remarkable leadership in creating our beloved Tanamakoon.
Ralph and Elizabeth Raymer, owners and directors, 1953 to 1974. When Mary G. Hamilton was contemplating retirement, she concluded that life in general, and camping in particular, had grown more complex. Therefore, the demands of running a camp would be better accomplished by two people working in harmony. She pondered, if I could discover a couple who could work hand in hand, think things through together, people of integrity, intelligence, and humor, who would put the campers before themselves and were people of experience, then Tanamakoon would be in good hands. Mary G. found that couple, Ralph and Elizabeth Raymer. They were well suited to the task. Mrs. Raymer had been a counselor at Tanamakoon from 1929 to 1935, a member of the staff at Margaret Eaton School for 8 years, and had previous camp director experience. Ralph Raymer, who was familiar with outdoor life and a canoe tripper, had a sound business background. From the beginning, Mr. and Mrs. Raymer agreed on a clear division of responsibilities. Mrs. Raymer concentrated on the campers, staff, parents, and program, while Mr. Raymer looked after the finances, food service, property, and transportation. For 21 years, Elizabeth Raymer was the ideal mentor and role model to her campers and staff of over 50 young women. Mrs. Raymer took a very personal approach to her staff. She wrote, "By the time you have become so interested in them that they are more than just your employees. They are your children too." In our daily counselors' meetings held in Wabanus from 9 to 9:30 a.m., all her words reinforced her consistent message. Camp is for the campers. As a future camp director, I could have had no better teacher.
Hugh and Carolee Butters, owners and directors 1975 to 1984. The Butters owned and directed Tanamakoon for the decade between the camp's 50th and 60th anniversaries. Carolee already had a long history at the camp. For her first 6 years, Mary Hamilton was the director. As a young camper, Carolee recalled sipping pink tea, aka lemonade, in the director's cabin with Mary G. Hugh had already spent 4 summers at Tanamakoon, 2 as a tennis instructor, 1 on the woodcraft staff, and 1 learning the ropes for Mr. Raymer before the transition in ownership. This young, energetic, fun-loving couple introduced new activities, programs, and traditions. Special days like Christmas in July and Battle of the Networks appealed to the campers. New parents appreciated the option of a new 2-week session, preferring a shorter time away for their younger campers. Counselors embraced the opportunity of starting their employment period sooner, as for the first time, female staff were hired to help open camp in the spring, a most successful innovation. Environmental education was added to the program. A 1976 article in A Guide to Ontario Camps, published by Toronto Life magazine, noted, "The camp still aims to be a refuge from the materialistic values and hectic pressures of city life. The girls here are ecology-minded kids who, as well as tending gardens and compost heaps, know exactly how much water is wasted with every toilet flush." In a letter of appreciation sent to Hugh and Carol Lee after the June 1984 alumni reunion at TAN, Susie Coughlin described the Butters' legacy with the following words: "As much as Tanamakoon is the property, the beautiful trees, the lake, and the loons, it is above all the atmosphere of love and caring that you have so excellently carried on in your 10 years of directing."
When Kim and Marilyn Smith became the owners, they were newcomers to Tanamakoon. In fact, when Kim presented his offer to purchase, he had yet to step foot on the property. His knowledge of the campsite was limited to what he had admired from the stern of his canoe paddling by on Camp New Moon canoe trips, heading in the direction of the Beaver Pond Portage. Kim's family had a long history in camping. Kim had been a camper and staff at Wangoma, a Toronto YMCA camp, and on staff at Camp New Moon. A lawyer by profession, he had a lifelong dream to own his own camp. Marilyn, in addition to raising her 2 young children, was also a teacher with her summers available. Kim also had Patty Tom, who had been at camp since 1964, leading his staff and guiding him through all the programs and traditions.
Camp friends are your lifelong friends. You have your school friends, you have your city friends, you have your university friends, or whatever type of environment you've been in, but your camp friends really are your lifelong friends. My friends that I started Tanamakoon with are still my very best friends. We meet once a month for dinner, and we sing camp songs, and we laugh, and we giggle, and we just, we relive, and we never really grow up because we always keep that with us.
Patty is still there, the longest serving staff person in Tanamakoon's history. As the new owner, Kim had no intention of making changes to the summer camp program. As he said, when you buy a Mercedes-Benz, you don't change it. Instead, his vision for Tanamakoon included different programs in an extended season. With these programs, he shared Tanamakoon and the Algonquin experience with thousands of others, preschoolers, co-ed students, seniors, musicians, and artists. These programs generated income to enable the Smiths to make extensive improvements to the property, including rebuilding the foundation on the lodge, an expanded dining room, a state-of-the-art kitchen, and a new expanded health center. The original camper cabins have all been refurbished or rebuilt. Kim's strong commitment to the environment began with Tanamakoon's first solar-powered building in 1987 and continues to the present. The entire camp is now served by waterless composting toilets and is currently converting to electric outboard motors. As the Smiths mark their 40th year owning and directing Tanamakoon, Tanamakoon celebrates 100 years in Algonquin Park, 100 years of excellence, building strong, resilient, independent, caring campers and counselors.
I know for sure, right now, in this room, there isn't one person who doesn't absolutely love this place. There's not one unhappy camper here. We're all happy.
Friendship's voices all around me, lending music treasured through all the years that stretch before me, till I come once more to you. Tanamakoon. so good, so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined.
Thanks. We are well aware that the primary activity today is for you to chat with friends and memories and new and old. We're just going to take a few minutes here and there to bring some things to the general audience here. So even though we are not at Camp Tanamakoon in Algonquin Park, we are there in spirit. Its spirit is here with us as we gather today. On that note, we'd like to express our gratitude for that place, its land and water and nature in which camp is immersed.
Okay, please join in with me as we sing, or we say the salutation of the dawn. Listen to the salutation of the dawn. Look to this day, for it is life. Very life of God. In its brief course, by all the verities and realities of our existence. Glory of action, the bliss of growth, the splendor of beauty. Forever, yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow only a vision. But today, well spent, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. Such is the salutation of the dawn. Thank you.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you're here, but you're not. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, and I believed in forever, and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feels like December when somebody says your name, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Everything will be alright. Go and raise a glass and say, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, when I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feels like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah. Everything will be alright. Go and raise a glass and say, toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. Do, 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 do. Memories bring back you.
Let me invite all of you to relive in your mind and in your memories those summer experiences at camp. Connect with your camp friends. Sing your camp songs. Be confident that as we head into the next century, the Tanamakoon spirit is alive, well, and flourishing, and that the tradition of girls' summer camping in Algonquin Park will continue for another century.